Location, Lycak, Kogili AVA Boyaramad, Class, Minor, Magnitude, 2.7, 7 minutes ago.
Right, so yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my brothers and sisters, wherever you all are in this hour. I'd like to say thank you for everybody for joining us this evening. The live a little slow to build, but that doesn't mean to say that we wouldn't continue on what we are teaching right now. So yes, good morning, good night, good afternoon to everybody. I'm coming to you here with a teaching that I did a while ago. I think I did that teaching in 2017, 2015. Somewhere around there, can't remember when I did that teaching. Yes, I'm coming to you all with a brand new teaching again. Today is just going to be a lot different. First, I did some changes to the mic and stuff like that, so let me know if you all are hearing me well or if the volume is not that well. Just want the live to build a little bit. When you have 10 people on the live, normally we just have at least 30, or normally we just have a lot of people on the live right now. That is because of the restrictions that was put on my Facebook account, and the restrictions that is put on to this, the Earth is Splitting Apart group. Facebook has put a restriction on the group now, so hence the reason why it's taken a while to reach the audience, the targeted audience that we're supposed to have right now. All right, so without further ado, I want to start teaching you something. I want you to understand why we have the earthquakes happening. I'm also going to do a little drawing for you all too as well today. Although we had 10 people on the live, that's all right. That's no problem. We're going to go with that. We know that the page reach will be a lot more when we hopefully done with this live, but normally we just have a lot of people reaching out to a lot of people, but we don't have as much people as much as possible. So I'd like you all to please share this live. Please share this live, do watch parties with this live right about now, because what I'm going to teach you all here is going to be very important, and I want everybody eyes and ears to listen clearly to why we have these events happening, or why certain things are happening right now. All right? So yes, after last night's episode with Facebook continually blocking the live stream, they have moved another agenda by blocking this live stream from reaching the targeted audience. right? Now, normally we have 20 something or 30 something. Sometimes we have 160 something people on the live. But excuse me, we don't have that much as people. I don't have no idea what's taking place right now. But I'm just giving you all an idea of we're supposed to have more people than that, especially around this time on the live stream looking at us. But it's okay, all right? Facebook has limited reach of people that are supposed to be targeted with the group. So hopefully we will, do something else, probably to reach a wider audience. Yes, the live has been censored by Facebook, and the page reach that we're supposed to reach out to a lot of people is not happening. All right. So if you shared this live, if you have shared this live, I want you to put in the comment section, yes, I share this live. I want you to write in the comment section, yes, I share this live. So let me know if you share this live. Put it in the comment section that yes, type it in the comment section, yes, I did share this live, so we will know how far we are reaching out to people and who share the live. All right. So by the time that has been done and that has been executed, I will know how much people we had to reach and stuff like that. So I'll be able to, I don't know, do whatever needed to reach out as much people. So please write in the comment section, yes, I did share this live. That's all you need to say, yes, I did share this live, so I know that you did share this live and I did follow the instruction. And after that, we're going to get into this teaching here, and then we're going to go into a little deeper teaching on why we have earthquakes. That is right now happening in Loyalty Islands, and we have earthquakes happening now in Vanuatu. I don't ever say you wrote the correct country properly, but I want to explain some things to you why we have these earthquakes happening there, and I'd like you all to share the life. All right. Yes. That was our rendition. So, before we begin the live, I'd like to say thank you again for all those that did share this live and did listen to the instructions that they ought to say in the comment section there, so I know that how far we are reaching the live. Yes, the enemies are trying to discourage me from doing lives, and it's the reason why they have this currently happening right now. But I just want to show you all something here. I want you all to take a look on your screen, and on your screen, if you could see my mouse, it's not that big, right? But hopefully we could adjust it in a timing, right? I want you all to take a look on your screen and see if you are seeing my mouse, if you are seeing the mouse control. But if you see the mouse there, right? If you are seeing the mouse, just put yes, I'm seeing the mouse, so I know that you all are seeing the mouse, because what I'm going to teach here, I don't want to go back and talk about it again. After this, we're moving forward in time of teaching. So what happened is, I want, if you all are seeing the mouse, please type in the comment section, yes, I'm seeing the mouse. So I don't have to be asking you all if you see the mouse, all right? Yes, my mouth kind of tired, right? Yes, my mouth is very tired right now. That's why I'm asking you to type it in the comment sections. I know yes, I know those who are seeing the mouse. So shalom to all my brothers and sisters, all those that are listening on the live, all right? And to all hypocrites on the live, all those who continue to pretend that Archangel Samuel don't know nothing about what's going on with them. But don't worry, we will deal with that in a timing. As of right now, I just want to open your eyes to understand something a little new on why we are doing all the earthquakes, or how we're doing the earthquakes. And I want the public to be fully aware of how the earthquakes will be happening, all right? So soon we will deal with that other issue, the other problem that we have coming up right now. So I just want to show the public how we are doing the earthquake. So please remember, if you are new to study live stream, yes, we don't have much people listening to the live. We don't have a growing number. No, normally we have 30, we have 40, we have 400 people sometime on the live. Sometimes we have at least 9,000 people on the live. It's not been shown because Facebook is hiding that numbers. They are manipulating the numbers. Or people on the live, just like how they manipulate the numbers for COVID to make you believe that there's let me say, an influx of COVID or patients or cases, right? That's how they're manipulating the numbers on the live. So if you're seeing the mouse, please say yes, I'm seeing the mouse, all right? Because if you're just saying yes, I don't know what you're saying. Right? So make sure and please share this live. If you're new to the live, please say yes, I am new to the live. If you are newly watching my live, so you never saw my live streams before, please type in the comment section, yes, I am new to this live. I welcome all those that are new, and I want to explain to you all the reason why we have all these earthquakes are happening, and why, excuse me, there's nobody on the earth. There's nobody on the earth who could explain this the way how I can explain this, the way how it should be explained. All right? So all the nonsense that you hear from USGS, UV Seismic, and all other seismic stations and groups that talking a pack of rubbish, let's just put that behind us. Forget about all the rubbish that they taught you. You're going to learn the ancient truth. You're going to learn how the tectonic plates are laid. All right? And yes, you're going to understand how we are doing the earthquakes. As you can see, all the fault lines, how the fault lines are running through the lines. You will understand why these earthquakes are happening, how it's happening. You will understand why we have these lines and why we do have all these things happening. Yes, the joint is not 100%, as it should be 100%, but don't worry, we will fix that in a timing. So as of right now, I just want to show you all my mouse, and I just want to show you all the video from the beginning. As you can see, this is when the earth was created. This was how tall the ice shelves was around the earth. All right. Now, the way how the map is focused, the way how the drawing is focused on the inside of the bowl here, as you know, I'm always talking about the earth being a bowl. All right. If you ever heard about Operation Fishbowl, right? The earth is being a bowl. I always teach you all about a bowl, like the way how the earth is. Yes, this is how the earth was created, flat. not a spinning ball, because you can't get tectonic plates. You can't place tectonic plates on a spinning ball. That is to brainwash generations, to make them believe that yes, you can specifically put tectonic plates on a spinning ball. You cannot put tectonic plates on a spinning ball. The water, you can't even put water on a spinning ball. So there's no way that we could have oceans on a spinning ball. That is totally nonsense. I know they brainwash you all to believe a certain way. All right, they did brainwash you all to believe a certain way. You need to unlearn that. You need to put that behind you. That is not the way of the kingdom. All right, that's total rubbish. I'm going to teach you all the truth, and this is the life to be on. I want to explain to you all the difference between the teachings of USGS and the teachings of Elohim, which I bring to you fresh from Elohim. The way how the scrolls was given to me. All right, the way how the scrolls was given to me, the way how the earthquakes should have, the way how the earthquakes should have been happening, the way how the earthquakes is happening. This is what I bring to you on, and this is what, this is just one phase of the drawings. I'm going to be bringing our next drawings for you all. Probably during this live here, I'll find the drawing. There's another drawing that I did. It's not all that realistic, but it have a lot more to it, which I want to teach you all today. Also, I'm going to teach you all the purpose and the reason why we have all these different events that is right now transparent right now. All right, so I just want to open your eyes, your spiritual eyes up, and your ears up. I want your full attention for what I'm going to teach you, because NASA is going to come with some nonsense. Yes, come nonsense they're going to come with and tell you shock lalate and how the plates going through aftershocks and after. There's nothing called aftershock. Let me just make this very clear. All right. So a lot of people messaging me and asking me, so Archangel Samuel, are you a real angel? Yes, I'm a real angel. Is there any other questions? I mean, the only how to know if I'm a real angel is for you to see me in your vision itself. And in order to receive that vision, you need to be in the ancient truth. You can't be outside outside the ark, outside the ancient truth, and expect to receive visions about me or visions of who I am, or appear in, I will appear in your sleep and, guide you or lead you. You know what I mean? That's who I am. A lot of you all had visions of me, appearing, whether in the sky, whether in your dreams. You had visions of me. Somehow you had a vision. All right? Maybe you had a vision of me before you came into the ancient truth, and you can't remember that. Elohim will refresh your mind. All right? They will refresh your vision to give you a refreshed vision of Archangel Samuel. All right? All right. So yes, welcome to everybody again. All right, so what I'm going to teach you all today, this is the ice shelves, which is 7. It has 7 layers of the ice shelves, which they call the icebergs, all right? So there are 7 layers of the ice shelves, which they call the icebergs. Now, the reason why I didn't put markings on here, because it wasn't relevant back then, but I think I will work on doing that in a timing, not right now, all right? All right, so as of right now, the ice shelf is down to 7 feet. Now, this height at the ice shelf that we see in here is not 144,000, but let me say the ice shelf that we see in here, the circumference of the ice shelves that the earth was created with was at least, let me say, at least it was 7,000 feet. I'll put it at 7,000 feet. Right? So the ice shelf, the circumference of the ice shelf was at least 7,000 feet high. All right? We put it at 7,000 feet. Could be higher, could be lower, but I put it at 7,000 feet because, 7 is the number of completion. All right? And since 7 is the number of completion, hence the reason why we have to go with that number. All right? So, let's hold a little second there. We'll just look for that other video. We're going to look for other video. I want to show you all a little something else here. What's going on here? Okay, I want to show you all something. I want to show you all something there. All right. While I look for the video, because I look for the video, by the way. So I want to look for the video. Let's see if I could just. While I'm looking for the video, I want to just bring up I just want to play a song until I find the video back, right? So please share the live. Share the live if you have to. Please share the live. The purpose and the reason why we don't have that much people on the live again, because we are being censored. So please share the live. All right, share the live. Share the live. It's a very important teaching that I'm teaching you all here. All right, I know it's late, but we are in the midnight hour now, and you need to know. So yes, we are back again. Sorry to cut music there, but yes, nice music, nice music. All right, so yes, so I was teaching you all already. All right, so right, I was teaching you all about the circumference of the ice shelves. The ice shelves are 7,000 feet high. It was created at 7,000 feet high, but since during the centuries and the years, the ice shelves began to melt because time began to wind down, so the ice shelves begin to melt. I am going to show you how the ice shelves look today. In the next video, I'm going to show you, and I'll give you an idea how the ice shelves look today. So this was how the earth was created with the ice shelf 7,000 feet. All right, hence the reason why we have 7,000 feet tsunami. All right, so the purpose and the reason why we have 7,000 feet tsunami, right? The reason why the tsunami will be 7,000 feet high is because the ice shelves were 7,000 feet high. Right? So what you could do too as well is take notes of everything that I say here, everything that I wrote down here for you all. Take notes of everything. You can even put it in the comment section too as well, no problem. But take your own personal notes of everything that I'm teaching you all here, right? Because all these things are going to be, you're going to go through a little test. Soon you're going to go through a little test to know exactly what you know and what you don't know about this world, right? Welcome to all those that are new. Wherever you are from, wherever you are watching from, to all my normal brothers and sisters, Brother Obi, and to all other commanders, and to the admins, and everybody who are listening on the inside, Brother Akim, welcome back, bro. All right, so as of right now, yeah, my throat kind of, yeah, it takes a lot. Yes, it takes a lot. Don't worry, I'm okay. All right. Don't worry about it.
Location, Vanuatu Islands, class, moderate, magnitude, 5.1, depth, right. 10 kilometers, so 14 minutes ago.
Vanuatu. Right, Vanuatu, as you can hear, you have an earthquake coming in there, as I was explaining to you all about the Vanuatu. Boom, shaka boom, 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 right? So then we have the earthquake coming to Vanuatu. What is the purpose? So this is the reason why I gather you all here to talk about the earthquakes in Vanuatu. And boom, you see, it happened in Vanuatu, right? All right, so I want to explain to you all the purpose of why we have earthquakes going on in there. So what I'm going to do here, right now, I just wanted to show you all the ice shelves. Now we're going to go into something, we're going to go into the drawing here. All right, so let's go down in the drawing. All right, so as of right now, as you can see, Vanuatu will be here. This is the North Pacific Ocean, and we have Hawaii, we have Japan up here. This is exactly where we executed the 7.0 earthquake. A few days ago, we executed a triple 7.1 earthquake happened here, which you know that USGS will not come out and tell you all of the triple 7.1 earthquakes that we executed. So what I'm going to do here, let me see if I can just zoom in for a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in, boy. Yes, I can zoom in. So I will zoom in there to Japan. All right. So what I want to teach you all here with the zoom in that comes in there, and the purpose and why we have earthquakes happening here on the letter F. As you can see, this is the letter F right here. All right. This is the letter F, and you see Japan right here. Right. We executed triple 7.1 earthquake here. And then we went Papua New Guinea and we executed 7.1 right here. Although
earthquake downgraded to 4.9 from 5.1. Location Vanuatu. Class light 15 minutes ago.
So I can do it down a little bit. All right, listen. All right, so I'll load it down there. As you can see, they're always quick to downgrade the earthquakes, and the reason why they're downgrading our execution of the earthquakes is because of the teachings that I'm bringing to you, right?
Light magnitude
okay.
4.9.
So because of the teachings,
location,
the ancient teachings that I'm bringing to you all here of our plan to dismantle the earth, hence the reason why they are downgrading the earthquake, and I'm getting a competition
magnitude right 4.9, 16 minutes ago.
So yes, we executed triple 7.1.
Light magnitude
hold on, again,
4.9, 16 minutes ago.
So I can just
location Vanuatu. Class light magnitude 4.9, 16 minutes ago. Location Vanuatu. Class light magnitude 4.9, 16 minutes ago. Location Vanuatu. Class light magnitude 4.9, 16 minutes ago. Location Vanuatu. Class light magnitude 4.9, 16 minutes ago.
Hopefully it will
location
be low.
Don't
get rid of it. It's supposed to be
minor magnitude 2.7, 38 minutes ago.
Alright, so right now, as of right now, we executed triple 7.1 earthquake on the letter F. Alright? Now the purpose the earthquake happened here is to split this part of the Antarctic Ocean to reach across to Russia. Of course, across here will be, I can't remember, oh gosh, help me. I can't remember this particular place. Let me see if I could, Siberia, right? Now, we have Siberia here. And the reason why I put a marker here, because this signifies where we have earthquakes happening here. So, from Japan here, already earthquakes was minor. The minor earthquakes was breaking this part, because we need to break up this part here. So what we'll do is break up this part, and the purpose we have the earthquakes happening in F, it will trigger the number 71. So from the letter F to the number 71, we will split from there. Then we execute, pull out your maps. This is where you need to understand the reason why we executed these earthquakes. So what I'm going to do here, if it's possible, I'm going to bring up a chart. Well, I can bring up the map itself and show you all for proof. Let me see if I can just bring up that map. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring up the map, and I'm going to show you all, where's this, half screen, right screen? Alright, so I'm going to bring up some proof here. Let me see if I can bring up a little more proof, because, see if I can get it. Alright, so, going on. So what I'm going to do is bring up some proof here, alright? And the map itself, I'm going to show you all. Let me see if I can just zoom down on this here. Alright, so I'll bring up some proof there to show you all there. The drawing on the right hand side of the screen. Alright, so flock your eyes to the drawing of the right hand side of the screen. Alright, so there's a proof here that you need to see. If I zoom out, let me see if I can just zoom out here. If I think it's one to zoom out, right? Alright, so I zoom out, look at my drawing, and look at where the earthquakes are being executed in Vanuatu. Alright, Vanuatu. Look where we executed the earthquake in Vanuatu, and look at my drawings. Alright? Look at my drawings there. You will understand why all these earthquakes are happening in Australia. Alright?
Location, Puerto Rico region, class minor magnitude.
Worry about that, we will
39 minutes ago.
go back to that in a time in. Alright? I want you to understand the reason why all these earthquakes are happening in Vanuatu. Let me just go back to
Location,
Vanuatu side.
Vanuatu, class,
All right.
moderate, magnitude, 5.3, depth, 10 kilometers,
Reason
21
why we
minutes
have all
ago.
these earthquakes happening in Vanuatu. Let me just turn our settings off. I could do that now. Okay. Alright, so now that I turn the settings off, it wouldn't be moving when there's an earthquake. Alright, so as of right now, as you can look at my drawing, and when you look at my drawing, see if I could just turn this on. Now look at my drawing here, and then look at where the earthquakes are happening. Alright? Look at my drawing carefully. Alright? As you can see, my drawing is there, and you are seeing where the earthquakes are currently happening. Look at my drawing, and look at where the earthquakes are happening in Vanuatu and Loyalty Islands. Alright? So let's say that, as I said already, we did execute an earthquake here in Japan. I'm just going to zoom up again. As you can see, alright, this is Papua New Guinea. As you can see, and we have the letter F. Not too far from the letter F there. So I can just do that. Let's just bring it up there for you all. See if I could maybe adjust it to stay on screen. Alright, so as of right now, as you can see, this is the earthquakes that happen in Vanuatu. And not too far from Vanuatu, we have Loyalty Islands, which is not far, of course. But as of right now, this is Loyalty Islands that we are seeing here. Alright. Let me see if I can show my mouse. Remember, if you are seeing my mouse, please let me know if you are seeing the mouse. So if you are seeing the mouse, I know that you are seeing the mouse. Alright, so let me see if I can enable the mouse so that you all can see. Alright, so yes, you can see the mouse here, right? Now, this is Loyalty Islands, and up here will be Vanuatu. Alright, all these different colors that you see in there is 5.1, 5.6. Alright, now, the purpose and the reason why we have earthquakes happening, Vanuatu, as you can see, Papua New Guinea, where Papua New Guinea is? Papua New Guinea is all the way, I think all the way up here will be Papua New Guinea, right? Papua New Guinea is all the way up here. As you can see, I have Papua New Guinea, right? What I'm going to do is just zoom down the app a little bit, so I can zoom on the app. Alright? So, about, let me say, zoom. Alright? So, according to their map, but according to Elohim map that Elohim gave me, Loyalty Island on the map that they gave you is in the wrong place. Loyalty Island should be right where 10 is. Alright? Alright, so according to Elohim map, Loyalty Islands on the map is the wrong place. In order to make the spinning ball look realistic, they had to put it in that way in order to brainwash the generations so that they wouldn't believe in what I'm teaching. Alright, so guys, yes, Loyalty Islands is number 10. Alright, as you can see, Loyalty Islands is number 10, and opposite all these different places, we have earthquakes that is being triggered. Alright, so let's just head back down to Loyalty Islands, New Caledonia, and stuff like that. What is the purpose that we are executing earthquakes in Loyalty Islands? Alright, what is the purpose we are executing earthquakes in Loyalty Islands? Is to move. We're going to move New Zealand. We're going to, the reason why also too as well is to dismantle. So we are dismantling all the smaller islands with this move. Let's see if I can just. Alright, so I'll just zoom it down there, give you all an idea. Alright, so giving you all an idea, as you all can see there, according to my drawing, this is exactly what's going to happen. Alright, so according to my drawing, and the reason why we get to why Australia having earthquakes on land, so I want to give you all an idea of what I am teaching here. Now, according to my drawing here, New Zealand is here. Look at my mouse on the left-hand side of the screen. Look at, sorry, the right-hand side. Look on the right-hand side, and you will see here under the number 30, that is where close to Australia. Australia will be number 22, number 55, and number 38. So what you could do too as well is write down the numbers, write down these numbers, so you will understand where the sequence of the earthquakes will be happening. So yes, you too could predict earthquakes with my drawings, right? But there's certain secrets in this teaching that I will not teach, because I don't want people like Mark Elkin, and you have Mike Milks and all the others who does what you name dot sense on them, to thief my teachings, to thief my patterns, or the way how I structure the earthquakes to happen, the way how I teach the earthquakes to happen, because I know how we are executing the earthquakes worldwide. Know that from day one. Because I said already, I have the scrolls showing you exactly how the earth is flat, exactly where the land is planted, exactly where New Zealand is, where Australia is. It is not exactly where the map saying it is there. Alright? So please, if you haven't shared this live yet, please share this live now, and let me know again that you share this live. Those that are new, those that are newly coming into this group, we welcome each and every one of you to our group. Alright. So now, as you can see where Australia is, and you can see where Australia is here. You see Australia, and you see Australia on this end too as well. Let's look where Australia is. Right, as you can see on my map here, the drawing, Australia here, and you see Australia here. Now, as you can see, right close to Australia, we have New Zealand according to the map, but according to my drawings, it's totally different. Alright? Totally different. And yes, my drawing is 1,000,000,000% accurate, because this is exactly where the lands are situated, the correct pattern of where Australia is, where New Zealand is, where Trinidad and Tobago is. We have been brainwashed, we have been told lies in order to push their narrative of their own understanding of how they want to brainwash people. But I am not here to brainwash you. I'm here to teach you the understandable truth. I'm here to teach you all the ancient truth of our creators, our Elohim, to make you understand exactly how all of these islands are really situated. I want you all to look at the difference between my drawings and where the earthquakes are situated right now, so you will have a greater understanding of why these earthquakes are happening on land, and why we're executing earthquakes in the Philippines and all these different places. I just want you all to understand. I want you all to basically share the live too as well. Let's reach a wider audience this afternoon. Alright, so as of right now, as you can see where the number 38 is, we have Australia. Alright, according to their map, Loyalty Islands is opposite. Loyalty Islands will be, let me say, where K is. Right? Where K is, according to their map, according to USGS and NASA, the way how they put the map, for you to believe that you're living on a spinning ball. Hence the reason why on my drawings it's totally different. So yes, my drawing is totally accurate, and the way how the map is, the way how they position the map, and the way how they structure the geological map of the world is total garbage, total rubbish, and total wrong. This is the way how all the islands are structured. This is the way how Abba broke off all the islands. As you will learn in a later teaching how all the islands was grafted together as one, and when Abba started to split all the islands apart, there were mega earthquakes to separate them. That's the reason why you have water in between the islands, right? That's why you have water surrounding Australia, water surrounding the Caribbean. It was never like this before. But as I said already, you will learn about the history of the earth later on in this life. I'm going to be teaching you all about the foundation, the 4 pillars. I'm going to be teaching you all how Abba does earthquakes himself. Now, the magnetic earthquakes is different from the normal earthquakes. What makes the magnetic earthquakes more advanced is because the magnetic earthquake is caused by the ringing of the tectonic plate. I don't know if you've ever heard about the tectonic plate being ringed. The tectonic plate being ringed causes a vibration. This is what causes a bus-like song or a truck-like song. You can hear the earthquake coming from a distance because that is a magnetic earthquake. Not like what USGS or the other seismic stations and them teaching the public is total garbage. Right? Total garbage. Right? Again, a magnetic earthquake, difference between a magnetic earthquake and a tectonic earthquake. Let me just explain it this way. A tectonic earthquake is being executed by the tectonic plates, pronto by the angel, executing their swords and causing destruction in the tectonic plates, meaning the shift of the plates causes a destruction in the way how they shift the plate. According to how they shift the plate, if they push the plate left or right, it could cause a sort of like an eerie song, like an eerie song you can get from the tectonic plates. But wait, we ain't going there yet. I want to explain further up on what I'm explaining to you all presently. What is the difference between a tectonic plate and a magnetic plate? You hear everybody today, everybody who think they know about what they're talking about, you hear them speaking and they're talking about, they are speaking and they're saying that a magnetic plate, or they'll say magnetic shifting. They have no idea what is a magnetic shifting and what causes it. Then the archangel, will now come and take over. As you can see, 3.0 in Costa Rica, celestial angel, not an archangel. Now let me say a 3.0 was executed, but let me say an archangel execute a 3.0, it will be felt stronger than a 3.0. You understand? It will be felt stronger because an archangel did it. If it's a celestial angel, activating that particular magnitude, it will be felt minor. You will felt a minor shake, like a minor, your chair might be shaking, That's an earthquake. That is not a magnetic earthquake. A magnetic earthquake is a jolt going right back to it all the time, right? A magnetic earthquake is a jolt. So now you understand the difference between an earthquake and a jolt, which is a magnetic earthquake. Alright? I'll put it in this category so that you can understand. Okay? A jolt is not an earthquake. A jolt is a jolt. An earthquake is an earthquake. Earthquakes are executed by angels, celestial and archangels. They are responsible for earthquakes. When it comes to protection, archangels do protect too as well. Remember, we omnipresent. We can be anywhere at the same time. But there are higher angels like Ophanim. We have the cherubim angels, right? We have cherub angels that does do protection. Right now we're doing earthquakes. We have the cherub. Let me say I do not job, right? Let me say it's a big project. We're doing a big project, a massive project. Let me say we're building a hospital. Now to build a hospital, we need plenty manpower. We need plenty manpower to build a hospital. Now we have the electricians. The electricians ain't coming in yet. We have the masons. We have the laborers. We have the welders. We have we need supervisors to make sure that it's done properly. That is not a halfway work. We giving the people who employ our company to do a particular job for us. So boom, we have the laborers doing a particular skill. We have the masons. We have the builders. We have the welders. We have different grades of welders working in our field to make sure that the welding is done properly. I can't take a laborer who don't have a skill, who do not know anything about welding and put him to weld a beam. I can't. I can't take a celestial angel and give him an assignment that an archangel does do. It won't work. I mean, an archangel could do the work of a celestial angel, yes, but a celestial angel, quite smaller than an archangel, cannot do the assignment of an archangel. In some circumstances, they put it as this, explaining the way how the world works, explaining the way the kingdom works in that aspect. Okay, boom, you're doing security. Let me say you use a supervisor in a security firm. Let me say you're working in a park. You use a supervisor and you have workers over you who are to report back to you, irregularities that are happening with let me say the tickets to give out and all this kind of thing. Let me say you working in a park, but you as a supervisor and you have workers over you. Now when you have workers over you in that aspect now, workers have to come back to you and tell you, X, Y, and Z, this worker wasn't functioning in their aspect, this worker didn't do what it's supposed to do. Given back record of what your you're not carrying news. Right? You're not really carrying news, but at the same time, you're specifically explaining. Right, so you're not really carrying news per se, but at least you're explaining. You're giving a perfect explanation of exactly of the behavior of other workers. Now, I'm not saying that angels does carry tales on other angels and report other angels and all this kind of thing. No, we don't have that. Everything is in order. With the human race now, that happens. Jealousy happens, and you have this worker pulling against this worker, and you have this worker pulling against this worker. That's not the way of the kingdom. That's the way of the world. That's where the world works. But with angels, they communicate. We all communicate. In order to get something done, we communicate. We don't have no argument. We know exactly what they're going to do. All right? Abba did show me, I can't remember the proper wording right now, but Abba showed me a full spreadsheet of all where the earthquakes will be happening, of all where the tectonic plates are laid. Abba showed me a spreadsheet of where we're going to execute 6.0, we're going to execute 5.1, we're going to execute 4.1, we're going to execute 1.1. Abba showed me a spreadsheet, right? Recently, a while ago, just 2 days ago, Abba showed me an updated spreadsheet of where all the earthquakes will be happening, major, minor, and mini, where all magnitudes will be executed by the celestial and archangels. Cherubims doesn't deal with angels. Cherubims doesn't deal with execution of earthquakes. That's not cherubims. That's not their function. Cherubims are guardian angels, and for that they are different from other angels. I wouldn't go into that. If you want to learn more about the cherubim angels, archangels, celestial angels, Ophanim angels, if you want to know about the seraphim angels too as well, check out my YouTube channels. And checking out the YouTube channels, you'll be able to decipher for yourself the difference between the celestial angels, the archangels, the cherubim angels, the Ophanim angels, and yeah, I think that's basically all the ranks. Yeah, I call all the ranks that I know
Location,
about.
Sumer,
Right?
Kermanshah, class,
Okay.
minor, magnitude, 3.1, 15 minutes ago.
Not executed by. If the earthquake is upgraded, then probably the celestial angel went down a little too deep. If it went down a little too deep and other places felt it, or the region felt the earthquake, then boom, that is what happened. Now, what happens is a jot comes before we execute earthquake. So when we're going to execute earthquake, Abba will execute a jot. A jot indicates their activity, earthquake activities, so to speak, or let me say in your earthly terms, seismic. A jot represents seismic activity to begin in this region. Let me say in Grenada, we have a jot happen. We have Tobago, we have a jot happen. Yes, there is seismic activity to begin there ASAP. It mightn't happen the same day. It will happen 2 days after or 3 days after, right? Okay, for Peradventure, when we had the jot happen on land, that happened Punto, Tunapuna in Trinidad, across the San Juan region and across the Port of Spain in a triangle manner in the drawings that I did a couple of days ago. With Trinidad, go back and look at that drawing. When we had the jot happen in Trinidad, that was a jot. That wasn't an earthquake, because what the jot does is vibrate your roof. You just feel the roof vibrate. If you're walking on the ground barefooted, you just feel the ground vibrating. That is a jot. That is not an earthquake. What an earthquake does is move side to side. It starts off like minor, and then it builds into minor. No, it starts off as a mini shaking, right? And then it builds into a minor shaking, and then it builds stronger into a major. We get into the category, and then it builds stronger into a mega, and then the final phase to destroy the entire earth is the catastrophic. So yes, we have different phases of earthquakes being executed right now, but the catastrophic phase has been executed. 2010, we did executed catastrophic phase 9.1 from 8.5, not 8.0. 8.0 is not really considered catastrophic to us. Might be considered catastrophic to the human race, but not to the angels. The catastrophic starts at 8.5. When you reach 8.5 magnitude, right? When you reach 8.5 magnitude, which is a non-stop shake, which doesn't last for 7 minutes or which doesn't last for 5 seconds, we're talking about an hour long. 10.1 is complete flattening, non-stop shaking. 10.1 will bring back. So now we have the mini, we have the minor. What is the mini? The mini is 1.1, goes up to 1.3 and goes into 2.0. Now when we cross into the minor, minor will be 2.3, will be 3.0, all right, 3.5. When we go up into the mini minor, and when we go up into the major, all right, you know the major starts at 4.4, yes? Major starts at 4.4, go in to 5.0, up to about, I think, 5.6, somewhere around there. I don't know the proper coordinates, but if you go to my drawings, you will learn more in depth, as I keep saying. When we leave from the major, all right, which I'd say between 4.4 going to 5.4, you know, all that is considered major. A 4.4 can't do as much damage as a 5.5. Depending on where the 5.5 earthquake is executed, the epicenter, it could create a lot of damage. But these days that ain't happening. You know why? We'll talk about that a little later on coming into this teaching here. Now, a 5.5 cannot create a tsunami. Let me make that clear. A 5.5 cannot create a tsunami. We need at least 7.0 and up. When we start from 7.0, we could able to trigger a mini tsunami could be triggered. From 7.0 into 8.5, we can have a little nice tsunami going there, like what happened in Japan when we executed the 9.5 magnitude. In 2010, we did execute an earthquake. USGS downgraded to 9.1, but it was really 9.5 that was executed. That was the earthquake that happened in Japan. Region, I think, was Korea. I can't remember the proper place, but you can go on YouTube and research it yourself. All right? In 2010, 2011, there was a mega earthquake that was executed in Japan region, which fall into the category of the catastrophic phase. As I said already, catastrophic phase begin not at 8.0. At 8.0 can be catastrophic. Catastrophic starts at 8.5 into 10.1. So we range from the 8.5 structure into the 9.5, and from 9.5 into 10.1. We don't cross that. There is no ripping of the Richter scale. But say there's no 10.2, 10.3, 10.10. It don't have that. It's only up to 10.1. And I'll give you a reason why. We're only going up to 10.1 because that is the most destruction the earth could get. More than 10.1, there's nothing exists. You know that. It's not 10 point. It don't have, after the 10.1 structure, it have no other 10.2, 10.3. I see a lot of people talking about there will be a 10.3. It's not 10.3, folks. It ends at 10.1. That's why I keep reiterating constantly. 10.1, 10.1. It's not 10.3, guys. It don't have that. The scale that Elohim is going up to is 10.1. And the reason why we have the depth of the earthquakes automatically registering at some intervals at 10.0. Okay? The 10.0 represents the 10.1. And all the places where we are executing the 10.0 at the depth of 10.0 is the places where we will execute mega earthquakes. Mega earthquakes will have to happen there. It's the same thing, guys. Before we started to execute the 7.0 earthquake in Loyalty Islands, if you go back, you will look at the magnitudes, and then you will see 10.0 depth, 10.0 depth, and then from 10.0 at a certain time, we raise the bar from 10.0 to 50 kilometers. Now we start to go deep now. You see, every time the earthquake happens, 10 kilometers, we're going down. We're going from 10, 20, and we do our next 10. You see, Sometimes when it reach 10 to 20, when it go 20, 20 means 40.
18 minutes
right?
ago.
Now some of you might say, well, 20 will mean 40. I'll explain it to you. Now, I'm about to say already, when we reach 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers represent 20. And when we go down again, let me say the result the depth 20 kilometers, the earthquake happened at depth 20. 20 represents 40 depths, 40 kilometers. So when you have 20 happen, we have 40, you will have like 20 more going down. So it's like when they register to you, or when they reply to you, or when they report to you, the depth was 10, we already went down 40. We already went down 30. We already went down. They're not reporting to you the correct depth. Let me just wait as this. Right? So if they report to you, the depth of the earthquake was 10, it wasn't 10, it was 20. If they say it was 50, it wasn't 50, it was 100. If they say it was 150, it was 150. It was at least 165. I'm just giving you all an average reading here. Right? So you all have a better discretion of how all the earthquakes are happening. Alright? We're not going to take a break now, but yes, that was lesson 13 or 14. I can't remember if that's lesson 13 or 14, right? But that's a long teaching there. I hope that you all are taking notes too as well. Excuse me, keeping in track of all the teachings that I'm teaching you all. I have no idea when I will be doing something like this again. Teach for a full 3, going into 4 hours of ancient teachings. In between we had breaks of 3 minutes, which is in order for me to catch a break, or for me to catch a breath, rather, for you to catch a breath as well, for you to catch a break too as well. Okay. Now let's talk about the drawing that is before us. Now, this is Loyalty Islands here. We started doing some earthquakes here in Loyalty Islands. As I said already, the 7.7 earthquake that was registered as 7.7 was not 7.7, it was catastrophic. It entered into the phase of 8.5. Since the Japan earthquake, we haven't crossed to go into 9.0. Let me repeat, since after the Japan earthquake of 9.5 registered to USGS, as USGS reported to you, the public, as 9.1, no, it was 9.5. After that magnitude that happened, then we didn't do any 9.1, any 9.5, we didn't do any 9.0, we reached up to 8.5 and stopped. We know why. If we crossed into that, then we be breaking certain protocols that we didn't want then, because a lot of people would have died. Alright, hence the reason why we couldn't go up to that magnitude then. But we're talking about now. I have to come here now to explain to you all why we didn't execute the 8.5 earthquake, why the 8.5 earthquake didn't register as pronto, as a report to you. They will not register to you, they will not report to you, the public, the true magnitudes are happening. Hence the reason why of the downgrading always constantly. Always, if a 7.7 happen, they downgrade it to 6.0. If a 6.0 happen, they downgrade it to 5.9. If a 4.3 happen, they downgrade it to 4.0. Why? Why they keep doing it? Right? It's not frustrating we, the archangels. But on behalf of all the archangels, I am specifically telling you there's a punishment for that. And they know that. Downgrading of the earthquakes doesn't mean because they downgrade the earthquake, they downgrade the magnitude. Or when I say downgrade the earthquake or the magnitude, doesn't mean they say they downgrade the depth that we went. We already executed it then. It's just hiding the fact that these magnitudes of earthquakes are happening and they are not telling you the truth because they don't want you all to be aware of what's transpiring where the earth is splitting apart. And the reason why we decided to open this group called the Earth is Splitting Apart, one of its kind. There's no other group like this group. There's no other archangel out there like this archangel. There's no one speaking the ancient truth. There's others who, yes, spreading the ancient truth is different from speaking the ancient truth and teaching the ancient truth at the same time. Alright, the burden goes to the teacher. Right? Not to those who spreading the truth. But those who spreading the truth get the truth already from the teacher. And now the teacher now have to take all the responsibility and all the burdens on his shoulder in order to carry that weight of the ancient truth is not easy. So everybody talking about, oh, they could be the messenger, they could be this. It's a wasting time, eh? Yeah, ready yet. Alright, so I think I need to take a little, I think we're gonna dive into I think I need to take a little, drink some water and stuff like that. I need some water to drink right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, you need to get some, you need to get a little water to drink and stuff like that. We're going to take a 3-minute break. All right, and we will be back here with you again. Yes, we are back from our 2-minute break. 2 minutes. Yeah. I'm not taking too long on this teaching. I'm just taking my time. But in between, I had to take breaks to make sure that I catch a break. All right? All right. So, right. Now, I'm going to remove this screen here for you all. Now, as I was explaining already before to you all, that, yes, we have earthquakes happening in different regions. As you can see, we had 10.0 just now here. As you can see, 10 kilometers. The 10 kilometers represents the 10.1, right? That's why, yes, we have 11 kilometers, we have 12 kilometers, we have different phases of kilometers. Everything is a phase that Elohim is working with. Everything is a phase. Elohim is working with a phase, by the way.
2.5,
right?
Location, New Zealand.
So yes, everything that you see currently transpiring where the earthquake is concerned is the celestial angel and the archangels responsible for execution of the tectonic plate movements. So as I said already, let's go back to the drawing board here. Let's speak, right? Yes. We started some earthquake on New Zealand. You see them green things that is seen here? All these green things that is seen here, these are earthquakes that we have executed in New Zealand.
From 2.9,
right?
location,
as you can see, New Zealand at the depth of 135 kilometers. Confirmation. There's the confirmation there. Right? And it didn't happen before, it happened afterwards. So after when I already confirm it to you, boom. You see 135 kilometers there 2 minutes ago. And look how long I talk about that. Right? So people can see I don't know fraud. I ain't no fake one. I not dot sense on them. Right? I am the accurate main source. That's why nobody doesn't really listen to me. Because I am the accurate main source. Everybody just run down dot sense and them as if they have the answers to what happened. They don't have the answers. They don't know nothing. They just parroting what NASA teach them. You know? They just parroting what NASA teach them about asteroids and all them other bullshit. They are not worthy servants to enter heaven. You know? No, they are not worthy. They are not worthy to enter heaven. Right? Alright, so as you can see, we did execute some earthquakes in New Zealand. As you can see, the earthquake happened there in New Zealand 3.0. That was executed by a celestial angel. Alright? Probably the celestial angel, probably he was young a little, or she. Oh yes, the next thing I should let you know, we have females where? Yeah, of course we have female and male angels. You didn't know that, right? You think it was only stones we working with then? You think it was only stones that have in heaven? Only man with balls? Only man with stones? No, guys. It's a woman in heaven too. Mama Imaya is a woman. Archangel Uriel is not a man. Archangel Uriel is a female. That's what I'm saying. Archangel Ariel is a female. I do have pictures of her. Of course, executing an earthquake. A man to look for that now? Nah. Next time. Alright? So, as I was saying already, we do have male and females working with us. We have male and female celestial angel, male and female archangel, male and female cherubims. We have male and female orphanims. We have male and female elders. I'll already teach you all about that. We do have male and female elders. The Bible taught you all bullshit. The Bible teach you all that there's only male angels, boy. Only stones. Yeah, only man with stones. You understand? Only angels with balls. We do have female angels too. Alright? I just talk straightforward, you know. I just talk straightforward. Alright? I just straightforward. I just straightforward man. That's what I'm saying. So only balls that have in heaven, right? Only man with balls. It's not a woman too. Right? It's not a woman in heaven, right? Oh, they're really stupid. Anyhow, wake up from that dotish understanding. Okay? Wake up from that dotish understanding. If you wake up from that dotish understanding, then you will understand exactly what's going on. So you don't only have balls in heaven. No, you don't. Right? And that's being real. Because I am real. Telling you all. It have male and female angels. It have male celestials. It have female celestials. It have male archangel. It have female archangels. It have male and female. Abba created everything equal. It are not friggin' all male. Once it has stones in heaven. So when I walk into heaven, I only seen man with balls. You understand? Only man. Only male I've seen in heaven. You all have to be dumb and dotish to believe that. You all have to be dumb and dotish to believe that only man in heaven. Come on now, man. Wake up from this nonsense now. That is a homosexual agenda. You know that? That is a homosexual agenda, folks. Wake up from that now, man. Wake up from that.
Location, Vanuatu, class,
right.
Moderate, magnitude,
so,
5.22, depth, 10 kilometers, 21
Vanuatu,
minutes
boy. As I say, Ascension Island, Vanuatu, somewhere up there, blah, blah, blah. Right, so, we're down to New Zealand here. As you can see, the earthquake that happened in New Zealand was a 3.0, but apparently, I don't know if it's male or female celestial angel. I don't know, I'm not there right now. I don't know if it's male or female. A celestial angel, I don't know if she or he went down a little too deep. Probably they went down a little too deep, and probably they touched the inner tectonic plate. It's not an inner tectonic plate, by the way, which, remember, it's different layers of the earth. Every layer of the earth has a tectonic plate. Every layer of the earth, right? Now there are 144,000 layers of the earth. The earth has 144,000 layers, the earth have. Not 1 billion as NASA tell you all, oh, the earth are 1 billion. No, it's 144,000 layers. Mean it's 144,000 feet. Yes. NASA telling you all shit over and over, and you all like, this shit tastes so good. It's like if you eating peanut ice cream or you eating peanut or you eating, let me say, I went for a coconut because I love coconut and I love pistachio ice cream, right? But let me say, you're eating chocolate ice cream, right? It's like shit, right? NASA have you all eating chocolate shit. Right? Total shit. That's what I mean. I just giving you all facts, and I just been open with you. I just giving you all facts. I want you all to open your heart to understanding. Open up your heart, please now. Oh gosh. Stop believing in this nonsense. Why you all believe that when you have balls in heaven, or you can only have balls in heaven? Huh? How it can only have balls? I want to ask you a question here. Does a father have a motherly love? Tell me. If they say that the Holy Spirit is man, how can a man be a comforter? Please tell me. If you could tell me that, hello, I'll give you a clap. Tell me, can a male comfort the way a female could comfort? The way how a female could comfort. Can a male comfort the way a female could comfort? Can a male comfort the way how a female could comfort? Let me put it in this way. Could your mother, if you're going through a certain problem, let me say you're going through a certain problem. Let me just branch across to something a little deeper. All them fathers and them in jail will be crying out for their mother. How come they doesn't cry out for their father? Tell me.
2.7.
Or they tell me something. Or they tell me now. Or they talk to me. Or they talk to me in the comment section now, brother. Brother Obi, tell them, bro. Tell them. All them man and them who in jail right now. Just cry out for their mother. Why they crying for their mother? Why they say, oh God, bring my mother. Mommy, oh God, come and see me. Why? Because a mother comfort is greater than a father comfort. The way how a man could comfort his son is different the way how a mother could comfort his son. Why? Because the mother is the one who bring you in the world. The mother is the one who birthed you. You see what I catch? You understand what again idea? Only a mother could give you the comfort that you truly need to feel in that relaxed state. The way our father will comfort you, I swear, it will be, you will relapse a couple times. A father's love is not greater than a mother's love. Although yes, in Elohim's eye, a father and mother love is equal because Elohim is one. Mother and father is one. Learn something now. A mother and father love is equal in Elohim. But in the earthly foundation, we are taught that a mother and father love is totally different. We are taught that a father love is greater than a mother's love. That is not truth. A mother and father love is supposed to be equal because it is equal in the eyes of our creators. In the eyes of our creators, yes, a mother and father love is equal. You hear what I say? Equal. A mother and father love is equal in Elohim eyes. But in the earthly structure, in the earthly society, we are taught that a man's love is greater than a female love. It cannot be. It cannot be. Right? So some of you guys out there probably lost your mom or something like that, and probably have a wife who just treat you like a mother. You know, you just feel that clinging, you just feel to cling onto your wife because you feel that motherly love from your wife. But again, your wife is not your mother. Although your mother may be passed and gone, or your mother may be alive, and you want to cling onto your wife, I suggest that you uncling from your wife and cling to the Holy Spirit, which is Mama Ruach HaKadosha. Cling unto the true Holy Spirit, Mother Imaya. Yeah, man, I know this teaching might be hitting some balls here right now, you know. This teaching might hit some balls, you know, like you've been playing golf, and you had to hit the ball into the hole. Well, right now, plenty of other balls going into that hole because a lot of you all don't understand. Hence the reason why you were taught a certain way to believe in a certain way. Hence the reason why when the truth comes about, the foundation of your creator comes about, you reject it because you are not aware of the real truth. There are many truths out there, many lies out there. You understand? But at the end of the day, you must understand what transpired. So yes, we had earthquakes. Here, we purpose on the orange, as you can see, the K is for 6.0, 6.9, boom, 7.0, bam. But then we reach to the catastrophic phase where we have the red. Even notice how this drawings is drawn out. You can see all the lines, you can see everything, guys. This is a fantastic drawing. This is a fantastic drawing. I'm not forecasting earthquakes. I am telling you exactly where earthquakes will be happening. This is not forecasting, guys. BMKG, KJ, Mary Greeley, and all the others who are accustomed forecasting earthquakes, like Michael Ken and Jezebel Helper, I can't remember her name right now, and Dutch Sense and them, who does forecast. I'm not freaking forecasting earthquakes for you. I am telling you exactly where it will be happening. I'm not forecasting. This is not a forecast. This is telling you exactly what will happen. On point. On point. Toronto.
Minor 6 minutes ago.
Hello. While teaching about it, you see earthquakes happening. While I'm teaching, just look to the bottom of your screen. You will see all the events happening down there. Right at the bottom of your screen, you see all the earthquakes coming in. You see the depths. You see the time it was executed. Just look to the bottom. You will see everything, guys. Everything is there. Okay. All right, let's see how far we reach now. Whoa, we're going to 4 hours, guys. Like we're going into 5 hours teaching here today. Wow, this is long. No problem. No problem at all. All right, so now we learn that the mother and father love is equal. Mother and father, mama and papa. Ruach HaKodosha, she's the Holy Spirit. She is the comforter. Yahuwah is not the comforter. Although Yahuwah could comfort you, yes, Yahuwah can comfort you, but he can't comfort you the way how Ruach will comfort you. Can't comfort you the way how the Holy Spirit will comfort you. You understand? The comforter is different from the comforter. There's 2 different comforters in heaven, the mother and father. Alright? There's 3 witnesses in heaven. That is above all the angels, the cherubs, above all angels, above all powers, above the saints. There's 3 different authorities, so to speak, in heaven. The mother, the father, and the son. The 3 witnesses that the so-called Bible speak about is the mother, the father, and the son. It's not Enoch, it's not Enoch, it's not Abraham, it's not Moshe, which is Moses. That's a different category of witnesses. When we talk about the 3 witnesses, yeah, we're talking about Enoch, we're talking about Moshe, and we're talking about Elijah. But that we'll be talking about, that is 3 witnesses, but that has been scrapped. We are not 3 witnesses coming here again. That's scrap. So anytime somebody talk about, anytime you hear people talking about how they are the 3 witnesses, bullshit. It are not 3 witnesses coming again. That plan has been scrapped. Yes, Elohim write it and he could be removed too as well. So guys, me ain't just making up thing. I telling you all the truth here. Me ain't just making this up and just putting it to your face, and I'm telling you, there are not 3 witnesses coming again. We done with it. That has been scrapped. You know why? Because of the COVID and all the different things. Because of the COVID agenda. We're not going to send. When I say we, I mean, you know what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking on behalf of our creators. Right? Because I am their spokesman here on the earth. I am the ambassador for the kingdom of Elohim here on the earth. I hold so much positions, so much authorities. I just don't talk about it because it's not relevant. It won't save you. It won't save you at all. So all these people who posting about how they have this authority and they have that authority, that's just earthly authority, guys. That will pass away with you on the earth. You can have all the riches, everything. You can have greatest authority. You can be a prime minister, president, whatever authority you hold. That will pass away with you when you die. That God. But the authority and power that we who are alive and well in Elohim, we who have that power and authority in Elohim, our authority and power is eternal. When we pass on from this life, we have that to look forward for. We have eternal life to look forward for. Right? But those who pass on and don't have that power and authority, you have to wait for judgment. You're just a normal person waiting for judgment time to come. You dig? You understand what I mean? You understand? So that's giving you all that particular idea. Okay, guys, so we had this and we will let us hurry up here because we almost we might cross it in 5 hours. We don't want to go that long. Okay, brothers and sisters, brethren and sisterins out there. Now we all know the ancient truth. Not all, but you could look through the YouTube channels and stuff like that and get more acquainted. If you're outside the app and you are looking, no problem. All hypocrites, all backbiters, all enemies of Elohim, you will be dealt with shortly. So don't think that you will not be dealt with. You will be dealt with. Okay? The next thing I want to show you all here is how the patterns of the earthquake is happening for Australia and all the different places is happening in a Why? Let me just bring that up there for you all. Boom. All right. All right, so as you can see, I don't have my mouse activated here, but the way how the pattern of the earthquake is structured here, all right, you see all the red that you see in there, all the red earthquakes, all the red pointers that you see in there that was on the map, that is exactly, that is exactly where 5.0, 6.0 happened, but not 7 point. The 7 point something is a different color, okay? 7.0 is a total different color. You want to go in and show you? Yeah, I'm going to go in. Oh, no problem. I'll go in and show you all. Let me see if I see any 7.0. There's so much activities happen here. All right. Now the purpose of all these earthquakes that you see in here happening here in Ascension Island or Royalty Island, the purpose of we have all these earthquakes happening here. These are archangels. So we have archangels doing these earthquakes here. Right? All these 6.0 and all this time we have archangels doing that magnitude. We do have celestial angels doing that magnitude. Just zoom up there. We have this pattern of earthquakes happening in Australia. You ever seen this before? Look at the patterns of the earthquake happening in Australia. This is why I bring up the drawing, because I want to show you all the truth. I don't want you all to be deceived by the enemies no more. And please don't ignore what I'm teaching you all here. Alright, so as you can see here, these are the earthquakes that happen in Australia on land. Where you ever seen this before, guys? Where you ever seen it before? Why these earthquakes are happening on land? Australia never used to have all our earthquakes before. All of a sudden, all these earthquakes happening in Australia. Well, I'm going to teach you about that now. Alright, so I'm just going to take off full screen there of this now. Alright, folks, so let's just go up there. Now, as we go here now, as you can see, the drawings. Look carefully on the drawings. Right. If you notice here, notice how the tsunami being built. Notice how the tsunami being built. That is the tsunami there. Alright. Boom. When we reach down here now, we have a building of the tectonic plate. Let me just see if I can just zoom out here for you all. Now we have building of the tectonic plate happening. Ascension Island, Tonga, building of the tectonic plates, which I already taught you all already. Building up the tectonic plate. Remember I talk about the trench? Right. I talk about all already. This is the trench here. This marking that you see here is the trench. Alright. This is drawing that I did here. Alright. This video here that you see looking before you here is how the tsunami will be generated. The tsunami will be generated out here in Russia. So out here in Russia here in the Antarctic Ocean, we will have a tsunami generated there. Now remember the way how the map is to you will be totally to the way how the map is to Elohim. Elohim is the creator, and they give me the correct coordinates how their map is. So how their map is, they give me the correct coordinates. So I working with the coordinates of Elohim so that my drawing might look a little different to your map. Right? Or the map that they have of the earth. Total garbage. Okay? Yes, it's not a big deal anymore. The earth is flat. So it's time to wake up to that understanding. Alright? Yes, the earth is flat and the earth is flat. And it's that. Now, when we had the tsunami building here now, remember, we will have to sink Australia. Australia will sink. Now, this is the reason why we have earthquakes happening on land in Australia. And the reason why we have earthquakes happening in New Zealand. The purpose of having these earthquakes on these small places is because these places have to sink. These places will vanish. It will sink under water level. Alright? These places will sink under water level. Hence the reason why we have earthquakes happening. Ascension Island, Tonga, we have earthquakes happening, Royalty Islands. The Royalty magnitude is to build the tectonic plates in order to generate the tsunami to go horizontal, like what you're seeing there. But then we have a next drawing coming where we have a tsunami going at a different way. We have a tsunami coming this way to go to United States, Canada. Alright? I'm not sure if this is the plan still, but yeah, I think this is the plan still. But certain things might be different in the other drawings that I bring it to you, because I had to find the drawing to teach you that. So we'll take a break for that. I will have to look for that. I'll have to hunt for that drawing of the other. It's the other drawing that I did that teach you a little depth more. But you will see the earth totally as it is now. There's another drawing, right? Okay, so as we had the tsunami building here, As you can see, we have the structure of the tsunami building here. We have New Zealand and Australia will disappear under the ocean, just like you see here. All right. So when the tsunami keep building there, because we had to build the tectonic plates for this. All right. We had to build the tectonic plates. Hence the reason why you see 1 and 28 there, because we had to build the tectonic plates. There's the reason for all the earthquakes happening near Hawaii, all the earthquakes happening Ascension Islands. We have earthquake happening in Hawaii, New Zealand, you know, all these different places we have earthquakes happening, South Africa, all these other places. So, right, when the tsunami build here and the tsunami start to build, we will have islands starting to vanish. Just like what you see in the picture here, right? Let me see if I can just do, see if I get something here to show you all here. Right? All right, so what I'm going to do here, all right, so we have that here from that. All right, so we have that there, all right? And while that is taking place, the tsunami is building coming on the road. When it reaches a certain point, you will see what will happen. See what happens there? That is the point. Sorry, eh? Oh shit, I missed the point. Alright, so while the tsunami is building, when it reaches over the Caribbean, then Australia and South Africa will sink. That's like what you're seeing there. Alright, let me just slow it down a little bit. I'm going to slow it down. As you can see, when it reaches and cover half, Guyana, all them other places, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa will sink. Now, this is the reason why we have earthquakes happening in South Africa. Right? This is the in-depth teachings that you will never, ever see anywhere on the earth. Me ain't bullshitting you at all. This is the in-depth teaching here. Now, we will also get a tsunami we will also trigger a tsunami out here in the Antarctic. As you can see, the drawing depicted that there is there's a letter called M out here, and there's number 45 out here. As you can see, the color codes represents where the fault lines are, where will be ripped, where will be teared in pieces. The fault line represents where will be teared in half, right? Or where will be split. Remember that Trinidad was split in 3. Remember that South America, which will be Argentina, Guyana, Colombia, Venezuela, all these places will be split in 3 too as well. So we will split down by Argentina. Hence the reason why we have earthquake happening in Argentina. Hence the reason why I have this 77 here. This is where Antarctica is. We will have a tsunami building to come up this way too as well. So the places that didn't have earthquakes yet is the places that will be easier to, you know, bring forth that catastrophic tsunami. So up here we have Dominican Republic, we have Tobago. Remember Tobago, small islands. These small islands could sink. We did an earthquake a couple of days ago by number 25, close to Grenada, which triggered an earthquake in Tobago, right? So yes, the next thing to know that when you are spiritually inclined, when you are spiritually light-minded, operated this. I don't know how to explain it in any other way in spiritual terms, because if I explain it in a more deeper spiritual terms, you will understand. Good? Now, as I'm saying, right, spiritually minded people who are spiritually aware of the events that are happening worldwide, right, you will feel dizzy when a magnetic earthquake has happened. So when a magnetic earthquake is triggered by Abba staff, all right, when a magnetic earthquake, which is in the form of a jolt, is being executed by Abba Yahuwah, that specific or wake-up call executed by Abba Yahuwah, you will feel dizzy. You will feel a dizziness. That is because of the calling, the spiritual calling, the Creator spiritually calling you to repentance, or calling that particular people who felt that jolt. Some people might take it for granted and laugh it off and say, you know what? That is a jolt. That is an earthquake. I don't know sign from God. Hello, it is a sign from the Creator. Right? When a jolt happens, it's a sign from the Creator. Remember, it's not angels executing jolt. It's the Creator. Sometimes might be Yahushua executing or Yahushua your own stuff. Sometimes it might be Mama execute your own thing. And Abba execute it. Nobody else doing those kind of particular earthquakes per se. Right? That particular earthquake is done by the Creator. It's a complete different analogy. You know, it's like a comment, a different understanding of what earthquakes really is about. Now you have an understanding what earthquakes really is about. Who are the ones does the earthquake? Who executes the earthquakes? The Creator, of course. Right? The Creator executes all the earthquakes. We have a spreadsheet of where we execute the earthquake. The archangel, the celestial angels, both male and female, we have them on the ground here. You know, a lot of people talk about spaceships and spaceships and spaceships. Celestial angels, some of them have wings and some of them don't have wings. Some angels have wings and some don't. Some angels could use wings, some angels don't have to use wings. Some angels could just glide, some angels could spring, some, you know, different abilities. Not all angels, guys.
Magnitude 4.4, 3 minutes ago.
You see, 4.4. Hello. A major earthquake had happened Java Day. South of Java, a major earthquake had happened there. So now you get an idea. And the purpose of the 4.4 represents judgment, by the way. It's not the fifth angel, but it represents judgment of the Creator. It represents a major, not a mega yet, a major earthquake had happened there. Yeah, 5.0, 5.6, 6.0, something to bring some sort of awakening, which wouldn't be done by a magnetic earthquake, a magnetic phase, which will be done by angel, not a celestial, an archangel executing a mega earthquake or a major earthquake. Archangels doesn't do minor or mini phases of earthquake. That is done for celestial angels. We have celestial angels on the ground right now. Well, they're in spaceships. They're in special crafts. You don't see them by the sun. You don't see them all about, right? That's because the spacecraft that is being used for the celestial angels is way more advanced than what is being built by men. Men build their own thing, you know. Yeah, the U.S. government build their own spaceships. Didn't you know that? Didn't you know the U.S. government have spaceships? Yeah, they are their own spaceship, but it's not advanced as the Creator. Right? So if Biden or Trump or whoever want to move from point A to point B, you know how much time Obama used spaceships to go east, west, and north and south? You know how much time Obama used spaceships to travel? You don't have to use a plane. You could use a spaceship, get there, not for now, because they learn that technology from other fallen angels. Remember, certain technology, they wouldn't teach you. But now we come into the end of the earth, it's allowed that the world know about 5G. 5G exists long time, guys. You know how long 5G exists? You know how long 5G exists? 5G exists before they brought out telephone, before they brought out phone, before they brought out internet, before they brought out browsers, before they brought out anything to do with the internet. 5G exists long time. It's now you're learning about 5G because we come to the end. We are at the time of the end. I mean, at the time of the end now, they don't need to keep all that knowledge to themselves anymore about these advanced technologies. So now they decide now to use the 5G technology on man. And this is what they're using now. They don't have a choice. They're using the 5G technology on man, on mankind. Those who can handle the 5G, and those who can't handle the 5G. But then after the 5G, there's another generation of network, which is the 6G. There's the 6G, so there's different generation. There's the 1G, the 2G, the 3G, the 4G, the 6G, and the 7G. There is a 7G network. There's no 8G network. There's no 10G network. Just like the 7 archangel guys, there are 7 generation of the network, 7 generation of network connectivity, which is the 1G, the 2G, the 3G, the 4G, the 5G, the 6G, the 7G. It's not 8G, it's not 9G, it's not 10G, it's not 11G, Alright? Alright? These different generation of networks does different things to the human body. Yes? It does different things, and it has nothing to do with the rapture or the ascension. It has to do with the plans of the enemy. Also, it has plans to do with the creators. Because if the creator do allow this to be in the future, it wouldn't be allowed in this future. You dig?
Location 100.
If the creator don't want it to be a part of this future, then it will not be a part of this future. You dig? If the creator don't want it to be a part of this now future, then it will not be in this part of the future. That is what I mean. Good. Alright, so now we're just going to play this over here for you all. Alright, so let's go to South Africa. Right, so now as you can see in the end here, this is up, this should be England and all these other places up here. Alright? Now we will have an iceberg will break off. The iceberg will break off and it will go, this iceberg that has broken off, it has been drifted off to Canada. So it reached Canada. Yes, we have an iceberg right now that reached out to Canada. What is the purpose of that iceberg reaching Canada? We'll talk about that just now. What is the reason and why they're going to use that? What is the purpose of the ice balls? We're going to talk about that probably in another time. On another live. I've reached my limits talking to you for 4 hours. We reached 4 hours and 17 minutes in counting. And yes, the date today for this teaching is Tuesday, the February the 16th. Is the 16th, right? Yeah, Tuesday the 16th of February. Yeah, see February. We are now in the Gregorian year of 2021. Which is the ancient year, the year from since creation is 7,382. By April of this year, or before that, not giving you all the proper date, that will be our new year, which we'll enter into another millennia year, which will be 7,383. So that's how old the earth is. The earth is not billions and billions and years old. They are lying to us. This is why they control the human race, because of knowledge. They have knowledge that we don't. They know things that we don't. That is not true, guys. That is not true at all. All we have to do is seek Elohim, and that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding will come to us. Right? Tell you about not dragons rather. They tell you about dinosaurs and all them kind of rubbish. Dinosaurs don't exist. Dinosaurs never existed in the first place. That's what I'm saying. Dinosaurs never existed. It never existed before. What existed is reptilians. Alright, so every time reptilians existed, I believe you. Yes, reptilians existed.
Upgraded to 2.2 from 2.1. Location.
So, right, as you can see here, when the tsunami reached a certain place,
7 minutes ago.
Earthquakes happening in Alaska. As you can see too as well, we broke off the whole Russia here. I remember earlier on, if you look carefully, let's zoom in there. Right, if you look earlier on, you see the whole part of Russia here. You realize it broken off. And you realize part of, I'll show you the mouse. Up here, if you realize, that whole piece of land has been broken off. Right, as you can see, from 56 straight across to this, as you can see this number here. But let me see if I can do it. Okay, let me see if I can do it. Alright, so that's giving you all a little more understanding. I think I can get to go the way I wanted to go right now, but you know, kind of hard. Anyhow, that's giving you all a flat earth understanding here. So as you can see, we have Australia, and we broke off. This part of Russia will have to break off. This is the reason why we have earthquakes happening in Russia. We have earthquakes happening in Siberia. Hence the reason why we have that sort of activity happening, earthquake activity, because we have to break off. We have to break off this whole part of Russia here, Siberia, and China will remain for judgment. China and all them other places will remain for judgment. So when the ascension is about to happen, the 10.1 earthquakes will happen around the earth. Everywhere we'll be executing 10.0 depth is the places where 10.1 earthquakes will be executed. Whether on land, whether off coast, whether in the ocean, whether near volcanoes. Yes, 10.1 earthquake will surely be executed in all these places. Alright, so let's just replay that there. So I'm going to just go up from the starting here. I just want to show you all from a different perspective. As you can see Russia there, right? We're going to break it off. Watch good. You would see it sink. You will see that part of Russia sink. Look carefully and you will see it sink. You see it sink? Right, it sink. Then we have the tsunami coming down now, right? Hawaii. Now what will happen with Hawaii now? Nobody tsunami has to cross. What we do, we will split. Yeah, we'll have a split. We will split the water. The water will have to split, and then the tsunami will have to go this way, and then this part of the tsunami here, this part of the tsunami will be coming down the road, and it will generate again. Remember I tell you it will stop and generate, stop and build, it will stop and build, right? This is our divine plan for the tsunamis around the earth, okay? Right. As you can see, the different level of the waves, don't mind that. As I said already, we had to split the tsunami. The tsunami will be split, hence the reason why we have earthquakes happening here, because we had to split the tsunami. So we had to build the tectonic plates at a certain height so that the tsunami could be divided. When it divided and when it cross or bypass Hawaii here, then we will have another generating of the tsunami happen. Can't remember. This is oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the place right now. Let me see if I can find it. This is oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the place, but I'm going to look for it now. I think it's named it's called, boy. It's called boy. Central East Pacific Rise. 5.6. 6 days ago we did a 5.6 magnitude earthquake. Central East Pacific Rise. Remember we was doing earthquake in Central Mid-Atlantic Ridge and Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge. It's not that we're done with our phase, it's because there's plenty work. Plenty work. So we're doing things gradually. You know, we could have done everything fast, quick, and just done everything, you know. But we're giving everybody an opportunity to learn the ancient truth. We're still giving them a chance to learn the ancient truth. Right? Because the gospel you cannot enter in heaven if you know the gospel. There's no salvation in the gospel. Salvation only relies in the ancient truth of our Elohim. Only in the ancient truth of our Elohim. Salvation.
Magnitude 3.0.
We only find salvation in the ancient truth of Elohim. The ancient truth of Elohim is the oil of salvation. The oil of salvation is the ancient truth of Elohim, brothers and sisters. Right? The gospel is not the ancient truth. The gospel will never be the ancient truth. The gospel ain't even close to the ancient truth. Alright? Remember, the ancient truth is greater than the Bible itself. You understand? The ancient truth is the word of God, is the word of the Creator. The true word of the Creator is the ancient truth. Because the ancient truth is word for word from the Creator, is the lips of the Creator, is the tongue of the Creator. Right? But the Bible is nothing but a sword being used against the people of the world. Yes, the Bible is a sword being used against the people. Because they wake up here to understand who they are.
3.1, 18 minutes ago.
Alright, so we had the tsunami coming down there. As you can see, as a flat perspective. As you can see, while that is happening, we have icebergs breaking off. We have ice breaking on. This is the reason why we have heat waves and stuff like that happening, is to break the ice. So that the ice, when the ice drop in the ocean, it will create a tsunami effect too as well for all the other places nearby. Right, it will create a wave, right, that will come in to saturate, that will come in to do some saturation there. Yes, this is the whole earth. Right, so as you can see, we break off. Let me just change this perspective. So as you can see, Australia and New Zealand, these two islands here, these three islands rather, will sink. It will just vanish under the water. So all these people who live in South Africa, and that's the reason why we did an earthquake right here. There was an earthquake executed right here. There was earthquakes right where I have this drawing. Remember, I told you this drawing come out since 2015. This drawing come out a long time, and during the years, I keep revamping the teaching. I keep teaching it because it's coming closer to what the plan really is about. So now you know what the plan is about because you are involved in our plan. And if you are involved in our plan, then you know exactly how all the earthquakes will be executed. I mean, you will know exactly when a 7.1 will happen. You can't predict earthquakes pronto the way how I can predict earthquakes, because I'm about to tell you, I know exactly where it will be happening, what magnitude, what grade of sword will be used to execute a certain magnitude. I know basically all these things. So I know exactly how all of these magnitudes will be executed. So there you have it, guys. I'm not going to go too long, all right? But as you can see, when that happens, boom, it vanishes. So we have South America totally submerged underwater, as you can see here. We have South America totally submerged. Hence the reason why we have all these earthquakes happening on land. You see why? Why we have all these earthquakes happening on land? Right? All these earthquakes remember, all this was on land, eh? This was South America, Trinidad and Tobago, totally vanish, totally sink under the water. As you can see, we have the minor earthquakes here, and during the minor we have a little major earthquake happening. We might have a little 6.0 happening in the central mid-Atlantic ridge, which will be out here. Central mid-Atlantic ridge will be out here. Northern mid-Atlantic ridge will be up here. We have the eastern mid-Atlantic ridge, which will be up here close to the Antarctic. You never heard about the eastern mid-Atlantic ridge? We have an eastern mid-Atlantic ridge. It means there is a difference between the mid-Atlantic and the North Atlantic ridge. I did teach about that in a previous teaching. There's a northern, eastern, and a southern. Now the southern Atlantic ridge will be close to the Antarctic ridge. The Antarctic ridge, where we executed I think it was 7.7 or 8.5 magnitude earthquake happened earlier on in January month. There was an earthquake that happened in Antarctica region. Ever since we hear no earthquake happening down there again, because probably they turn off the bores, the instrument which is responsible for reporting or registering earthquakes, which detects earthquakes rather. So yes, some of the buoys around the earth, the buoys around the earth, that the instruments that they use to detect earthquakes are turned off. Some of them haven't been serviced for years. Some of them just there in the water. Some of them is not even functioning properly. We have earthquakes happening all over the earth. Plenty, thousands and millions of earthquakes. Yeah, I'm telling you, millions of earthquakes is happening. Not thousands, millions. Right? Because the earthquakes are happening in phases. Hence the reason why we have that happening. Because the earthquakes is happening in phases, we have that choreography of earthquakes happening. All right, so I'd like to say thank you for everybody who, joined in the live today. Is there one last thing to teach, boy? Everybody who joined in the live today, it has been a blessing having you all. I mean, we start with 10 people on the live, which was a indeed blessing. We end up with only 11 people. We end up with only 20 people on the live. Right now, this is a full teaching here. I think I've teach you all a lot for today. There's a lot more to learn though, because I had to teach you all. I have a teaching here which I had to teach you all about the foundation, the four foundation, all that kind of thing. I do have, I'll leave that for another time and another day. Who knows what day that will be? But it's been a blessing being here. Teaching you all the ancient truth, giving you all the true facts of how we are executing the earthquakes around the earth. Remember, all what I've taught you all, it's not written anywhere else. You cannot find it anywhere else. It's not there. You can't see it anywhere else. It's been a blessing being here, on the live here. I'm just going to play this song. Let's see, in order to hear the song, we're going to play this song for you all, and then we're going to end the live. Right, so anybody who wants to be a part of our teams, we do have a teams. A place on Teams. You ever heard about Teams before? We do have a place on Teams where we just gather and where we just talk a little in depth about earthquakes. We just talk a little more about the ascension, the rapture. I do have a little thing going there on Teams. Any other app, I used to be on Periscope. Periscope shut me down. YouTube shut me down. Twitter shut me down. All right. I haven't tried MeWe and all them other apps. Total garbage to me. It don't have no sort of souls on MeWe and all them new apps they're bringing out. It's just total garbage to me. The souls is on YouTube and or basic Souls Reach rather is on Facebook. So Facebook is the foundation. This is why I'm getting all this fight down on Facebook, is because of what I teach, because Facebook is our foundation. Alright? This is where we started. We started here, we started reaching out to souls here, and the reason why we have that reach. So yes, I do have a teams going. We do have a teams going right now. If you're interested in, what we just do is teach a little in depth, a little more in depth. Sometimes teach for 6 hours straight, talking, collaborating with one another, brothers and sisters in the army, in my army. We have that going on teams, and sometimes, we just watch movies and things. Microsoft doesn't bother us. So it's not bothering, it's not fight down or all kind of thing on teams. Or sometimes the internet might butt off. That might be normal, but you're getting fight on right through from the enemy. So yeah, we have a little movie going on team sometimes. So if you want to drop in to watch a little movie with us, no problem. Let me know. I'll send you the link. Send me, talk to me inbox, wherever. This is the life to be on. This is the place to be on. I'd like to say thank you for everybody, everyone. Much love from Elohim, the Triunity Love family, from all archangels, from all celestial angels, from all the cherubim angels, to all the Ophanim family. Yeah, I had to say family. To all the angels and the saints in heaven, the 24 elders. Note, 24 elders is broken down between 2 categories, male and female. There are 12 male and there are 12 female. Remember, 12 and 12 is 24, right? So we have 12 elders and 12 male elders and 12 female elders. We have angels as females, and we have male angels too as well. So it's not only balls. It's not only balls in heaven. Okay? So no, the Holy Spirit is not, I repeat, the Holy Spirit is not a man. Right? The Holy Spirit is a female. And the reason why the earth produces like a female. If you have a sorrel tree or you have a orange tree, any orange tree does produce, the orange tree does produce. Right? Because the orange is female, brings forth fruit. If it's a female and you bring forth a child and it was pregnant and you're birthing something in you, right? That's a fruit. You're bringing forth a fruit. You understand? No, I wouldn't want to go into that deeper. Well, it's lovely here, being here on this live with you all. Blessing to Sister Rihanna, Angel Darling, to Hazel Blossom, to all brothers, all sisters, all commanders, everyone in the army, those who are not in the army, welcome to the family of Elohim. If you're interested, as I said already, remember to go back and watch, past lives that I did, so you will get a proper idea of all these things will be happening. Remember, South Africa will sink pretty soon, and we will be executing mega earthquakes. Always see the red is. All those places are where mega earthquakes will be happening. Always see the green studs and stuff like that. The green studs represent minor earthquakes, major earthquakes. Oh, one last thing to teach you all. We will have fireballs, lava balls being launched from Hawaii. Hence the reason why you're seeing fire. Let me see. Okay, let's put a team there. Put a team to Hawaii. Alright, I'll put in a team to Hawaii. Let's see if I could get this done. So I can get this down a little bit, just to show you all. Alright, so as you can see how the water breaks up there, and we have lava balls. I think you can see the lava balls. See the lava balls being launched. This is the plan of your creators. Alright, if you look what Hawaii is here, we have lava balls. We have lava balls. We just had an earthquake happen in Alaska. Remember, Alaska had to break off too, obviously. Part of Canada had to break off, hence the reason why for the drawing. Alright? So right, as you can see, lava balls being launched there. Right? The lava balls will be launched. these balls that you're seeing here, these are lava balls that will be filled with spike. So what happens is lava balls will go on land. As you can see, it goes to different region. Hence the reason why we had to split the tsunami. So after when the lava balls is launched successfully, we will trigger a tsunami from, a tsunami will be triggered from Hawaii. Between Hawaii and North Pacific, we will trigger a tsunami there, and the tsunami will now go to California. Right? Now, there will be a tsunami to be triggered. Let me show you this part again. Right? Now, there's a tsunami to be triggered off coast of Bermuda. Now, if I could just bring this in, it's kind of far away. So I can just bring this in. So I could bring this in. I want to show you all what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, we do have Bermuda. Let's bring it up. Alright, so as you can see, United States there. Alright, so we will have a tsunami building off the coast of Bermuda. So off Bermuda Triangle, we will have a tsunami building to go to all these places here, like Texas, all these places here, Delaware, I don't ever say the word, but New York, part of New York will have a split, as I already teach you all already, the split to happen from Baja. Well, you know, Baja will vanish. If you're not seeing Baja here, it's because Baja will sink. Baja and all them other places, California, Mexico will sink. We have earthquakes happening in New Mexico. That is in order to sink part of America. Right? Remember, after when the judgment of Elohim passed over America, America was split in, what was it? America was split in 7 different parts. Right. When America split in 7 different parts, because they will experience the greater judgment. America and Japan, China, these big places, India, all these places will experience a different judgment. Hence the reason why things are happening different in that particular region. That is the reason why things are happening in that particular region.
That's all I ever ask. That's all I ever ask. That's all I ever ask. Of you. Love means so many different things, but you're all that matters. And this is all I'll ever ask of you. Tell me your dreams so they can be mine too. Let me be there to help them come true. Tell me your fears when you feel afraid. Come to my arms, let me rock them away. That's all I'll ever ask. That's all I'll ever ask. That's all I'll ever ask of you. Come to my shoulder when you need to be with me. When you cannot sleep, talk to me. When you want to be heard, be silent with me. can't say a word. That's all I'll ever ask. That's all I'll ever ask. That's all I'll ever ask of you. I can tell you never had another tear. Whenever you want someone to hold you, I'm always right here. So just call to me for anything at all. Call my name. It's yours to call. Feel my faith in you when you can't find your own. And always remember, you're never